please, everyone, if you could do anything, be kind to your future self. First of all, look up and then breathe. Think about what you want. What are you doing today that you like? What are you doing today that you don't like? You are all being protected and promoted at all times. There is no punishment. Pain, setbacks, failures, mistakes are an indicator you have a better place to be. I take those defining moments and inflection points and I give it meaning that is going to help me today and propel me to the future, protect me and promote me into a better place, a better position. The only limitation of today is 24 hours, and it's a man-made construct. Is a matter of understanding what's important to you. So many people waste 80% of their time on things that bleed them. They get fooled by the closed mind. Most people will tell you when they're in that mindset, I need to get more money. I need to get more healthy. I need to get more worthy. I need to get more happy. Because they're full of hate. There's so many people that are full of hate, condition, judgment, ego. They don't understand they're in search of something they already have. You can't find outside of you what you can't find inside of you. And this hate is interfering with my truth, my potential, my love, the light, and the lessons of the journey that I've been blessed with full appreciation, acknowledgement, and the ability to dream and to ask for more. I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am worthy. I just got to figure out what I'm doing to interfere with it. Start thinking about what you want and continue every day enjoying that consistently, persistently in the pursuit of your potential. Think about how you can help and who can help you. And then start thinking about how. And then prioritize that very first step. Prioritize that very first day. The cause and effect become one. Problems and solutions become one. I have all my prioritized things guaranteed done every day. I'll always be healthy. I'll always have great family, and I'll always utilize my time effectively. When you have your non-negotiables, you already get the most important things every day done because I always know what's important to me, and I always know how to reprioritize it. So for me, it's mathematical in the way that it works. We just need to listen to what's interfering with our ease. When I know the ego's purpose, my life becomes easier. Simply practice identify when you have a need to be right, or a need to be offended, or a need to be separate. Applying your why in a trajectory to the unlimited, infinite possibilities and probabilities of the future in a trajectory of probably what you think you want, but will receive even bigger and better. Knowing that the ego puts our mind, body, and soul on fire to get us up, get us back up. But on the inspiration side, when your mind, body, soul are on fire, you're interfering with your true power. So when you're on fire, what do? Stop, drop, and roll. Utilizing the ego as a point of understanding of, do I need to use the ego for this, or am I identifying the ego so I can stop, drop, and roll? A practice of prioritization, the antidote to procrastination and feeling overwhelmed. This is the secret to what I teach in a very methodical way to increase the flow of the truth, your potential, love, light, and lessons that allow you to do whatever you dream of or even better. How can I be of service or value to that? Meaning to make those changes, or who sits in a situation that I want to be in to give me directions on how to heal that. So I like to ask myself open-ended questions. The overwhelming answer when we look within, and the advice that I would give is I get people to at least start looking in as a first step to create coherence of remembering I need to heal myself and actually healing myself is a step beyond. I think it's really important to shift a paradigm. And I would say there's different worlds that I've lived in. And the first world that I live in is a common one, is the world of not enough. I had a single mom, 6 kids, 5 boys, 1 girl. My mom worked 2 jobs, but I was happy. The only time I wasn't happy is I would catch my mom crying to financial despair. My mom wanted the best for us and couldn't afford it. I would say, why me? Everything happened to me. Right? When the car broke down, it happened to me. I was a victim. I felt as if, gosh, if I could be rich and buy my mom a house and a car, then I would be completely happy. I had this extraordinary family, great education, but I was always missing money. And 9 months out of law school, despite anyone believing in me, they mostly laughed at me, scoffed at me, and made fun of me because I wasn't doing what everybody else thought I should do. I made my first $1 million and bought my mom that house and car. I entered a new world, I always say, a world of just enough. And that world was a confirmation of a belief that I had. Money could buy you love and happiness. By the time I was 30, I was knee deep in this world of just enough for me. I'm now married to my dream girl. I'm a multi-millionaire. I live in a dream house. I have dream cars, dream boats, dream motorhomes. I have a ski mountain. I have a golf course, everything I ever dreamed of. But I wasn't happy. And I'm sure you know people like that live in this world of for me, and they seem very optimistic and philanthropic, but usually they live in that world of a void, a shortage, and an obstacle that I did. Everything became a trade or negotiation. Even giving, right? I would give to receive recognition, acknowledgement, business development, and I was always in search of happiness, buying things to be happy, buying more things to be happy, buying things to impress people for their approval, buying more things to impress people that I didn't even like. So I went from owning 33 homes in San Diego alone to a rented house, rented furniture, a pregnant wife with 3 daughters under 10. And when I laid there in bed that day of filing bankruptcy and keeping it secret, tears were rolling down my face. I could not lift up my arms. I was lying there being accountable, and that's hard. And I got out of bed, I took a shower, I put on my clothes, I walked over to my mom's house crying, and I thought it was gonna be the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I said, Mom, I lost everything. I lost your house, you need to move. And she looked at me and she's like, are you okay? Do you need some money? What can I do for you? What I had built up in my mind turned into the biggest of all lessons, the witness of unconditional love, teaching me that none of it mattered, that she loved me. She was here to protect and promote me, no matter what mistakes, pain, failures, and setbacks I was going to have, even if it implicated her into them. I started to understand the practices of my life, the practices of values, the practice of knowing what I want, and they built upon each other. They aggregated and compounded to give me an exponential result. Yeah, so I created practices to prioritize. And it started with what's non-negotiable. And because time was a non-negotiable, I reconciled it with everything. So what does that mean? I started putting a minimum amount of time every day that I'd pay attention and give intention to the coincidences I wanted. It started with the understanding of something called coherence, the fuel of practice, the habit machine itself. The problem with gratitude is most people don't have coherence of gratitude. So many people live their lives like tubes, food in, food out, paycheck in, paycheck out, or Camus' The Stranger, the myth of Sisyphus, push the boulder to the top of the hill every day just to have it roll it down to the bottom, because they have no coherence. They can't remember what's important to them, and then they can't do it. Coherence is remembering what's important to me and doing that first. I reconcile my time with gratitude, saying, yes, there's light, love, and lessons in everything, every interview, every circumstance, event, and every person and idea, but is it worth my time? Therefore, I'm feeding that which feeds me, not getting bled. And it allows me to be more productive, accessible, and gracious, and just do good deeds. I promise you, everything you desire will manifest itself.
Ask for help.
That's the best advice I can give anyone. We don't live in the zero-sum game. Just look for the open mind. How do you find an open mind? Smile at someone. If they smile back, they have an open mind. Also, have an open mind. Remember, I talk about what I think I want in the future. I'm open to learning and changing my mind. There's no limitations in the future. Through practicing and utilizing coherence, we can aggregate exactly, if not better than what we want every single day. If you feel that way, look up and then think about what you want, who you can help, and who can help you, how best to get that done. I promise you, each day will become easier. It'll aggregate upon itself, and pretty soon, you too will be an overnight success.